Okay, this is part 2 of rating every Best Picture Oscar winner of all time. Now we're going to be doing the 1940 winners. The 1940 winner is Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca. You know, when you think of Alfred Hitchcock, you think of movies like Psycho, North by Northwest, Rear Window, Vertigo, all excellent films, but Rebecca is the only movie of his that ever won an Oscar for Best Picture. And the movie won. He never won an Academy Award for Best Director ever. This is kind of like I think you would call it a gothic romance. Joan Fontaine falls in love with the very mysterious widower that is played by Laurence Olivier. They get married, and soon after they move into their new home, but she soon realizes that the spirit of Olivier's late wife is kind of haunting the place, not necessarily in a literal sense, but certainly in a metaphorical sense, in a spiritual sense, because her presence is kind of everywhere, and it starts to slowly drive resentment between her and the housekeeper, played by Judith Anderson, I believe, and it's really all around just a really great thriller. I would give this 5 stars. The 1941 winner is How Green Was My Valley. So this film gets a lot of kind of unearned hate, because it's the film that very infamously or famously, however you want to put it, beat out Citizen Kane for Best Picture in that year's Oscars. And nowadays, Citizen Kane is considered one of the greatest movies of all time, if not the greatest movie of all time. And is Citizen Kane better than How Green Was My Valley? I mean, in my opinion, certainly. But How Green Was My Valley is not a bad film at all. It's definitely worth watching. Directed by John Ford, starring Roddy McDowall in I think his breakout role. Let's see, Donald Crisp in an Academy Award-winning role, and Maureen O'Hara, of course. Follows his family in a Welsh, like a small Welsh village that, you know, is a family of coal miners, and it's kind of their trials and tribulations over the years. It's kind of like an expanding family drama kind of deal. If you can let go of your bias that, you know, Citizen Kane should have won this year, and it really should have, I think you'll enjoy this movie because it's pretty well made. I'd give How Green Was My Valley 3.5 stars. The 1942 winner is Mrs. Miniver. Speaking of family dramas, this is a family drama of, you know, a very normal middle-class English family that deals with normal middle-class kinds of things, and then war hits, and, you know, England is in the midst of a war with Germany, and how that affects, you know, this middle-class family. This is directed by William Wyler. It stars Greer Garson and Walter Pidgeon and Teresa Wright. I believe Garson won the Best Actress for this. I'm pretty sure, but let me know if I'm wrong. This is definitely like wartime propaganda, but that being said, it's very effective, very good, very well made, very well crafted wartime propaganda. And the best kind of propaganda is anti-fascist propaganda. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's a really great scene where this German soldier ends up in Greer Garson's kitchen, forces her to, like, you know, take care of his wounds and stuff. It's a really tense scene. It's really well done. But yeah, I would give Mrs. Miniver 4 stars. The 1943 winner is Casablanca. Oh my god, I fucking hate this movie. This is particularly funny if you know me, because I actually love this movie. This is actually my favorite movie of all time. I have many different copies of this. I've been showing you guys Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff, which I have a Blu-ray and DVD of Casablanca. I have it on Laserdisc as well. But I just wanted to show off the VHS because VHSs don't get any love anymore. But basically, yeah, this is my favorite movie of all time. To me, it is the greatest movie ever made, bar none. I've written articles about it online. You can find my Substack out there. It's in my link tree, and I do a big write-up on Casablanca. I love this movie more than anything. If you've never seen it, you definitely owe yourself a watch. It has extremely quotable lines, amazing writing, the just fantastic chemistry of Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. It's undeniably the greatest movie ever made. You just have to go and watch Casablanca. You don't have a choice, just go do it. Obviously 5 stars. 10 stars. 1944 winner is Going My Way. This is directed by Leo McCarey. It stars Bing Crosby and Barry Fitzgerald, who I think won Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in this one. Probably most famously known for that song, Would You Like to Swing on a Star? It comes from this movie. I think it won the Academy Award for that song. It's a story about a priest that gets assigned to like this kind of beat up kind of crummy New York City parish, and how he has to bond with the kids there. It's very entertaining. It's fine. It's pretty good. I'd give it 3.5 stars. The 1945 Best Picture winner is The Lost Weekend, directed by Billy Wilder, starring Ray Milland and Jane Wyman. This is a movie that takes a look at alcoholism. I mean, typically at the time, and pretty much for a long time after that, alcoholism was kind of treated as a joke, not as a serious, medical condition. This movie takes like a very hard look at alcoholism now for the time. If you view it with 2026 eyes, it might seem a little outdated. It might seem a little, maybe unintentionally funny at times. But that said, the performance by Ray Milland is excellent. He won an Academy Award for it. Again, might be a little hammy by today's standards, but I think it really works with this film. I'm gonna give The Lost Weekend 4 stars. 1946 Best Picture winner, William Wyler again with The Best Years of Our Lives. This stars Myrna Loy, Frederick March, Dana Andrews, Teresa Wright, and real-life World War II veteran Harold Russell, who lost both of his hands in the war, and they don't shy away from showing his prosthetics. Harold Russell actually won 2 Academy Awards for this. One was a special honorary award because he was a non-professional actor, and he was a veteran, and he really did lose both of his hands in combat. So I feel like it was kind of the Academy just going, hey, we know you're not a real actor, so here's a special award. We know you're probably not going to win Best Supporting Actor. And then he wins Best Supporting Actor anyway. It's pretty amazing. This is a movie detailing the lives of 3 veterans that are coming home from World War II. One is a working class guy, one is a more of a middle class guy, and one of them is, fairly wealthy for the time. And they all have to navigate, their private lives now that they're home from the war, and maybe not, as, important as they were in the war. This is an excellent film. I give this 5 stars. The 1947 winner is Elia Kazan's Gentleman's Agreement. This has a pretty loaded cast with Gregory Peck, Dorothy McGuire, Celeste Holm, John Garfield, Anne Revere, Jane Wyatt, Dean Stockwell. This movie is what studios used to refer to as a message film. Gregory Peck plays a newspaper writer that goes undercover as a Jew to expose anti-Semitism in the city. Very good acting, very well done. I would give this one 4 stars. The 1948 Best Picture winner is Laurence Olivier, directing, adapting, and starring in William Shakespeare's Hamlet. There hasn't been anything said about the story of Hamlet that hasn't already been said by people far more qualified than I to judge and critique Shakespeare's work. But if you like Shakespeare, this is a very excellent adaptation. Olivier gives us a very traditional presentation of the play, including the kind of costuming you'd expect in a Shakespearean drama. As a film, I think it works very well, but I could see other people kind of thinking it's not quite cinematic enough. That said, if you like Shakespeare, you'll probably like this, and from that perspective, I give it 4 stars. I do like the 1996 Kenneth Branagh version better. Rounding out the 1940s is 1949's Best Picture winner, All the King's Men. Directed by Robert Rossen, starring John Ireland and Broderick Crawford in an Academy Award-winning Best Actor performance. This is a scathing indictment of American politics. Broderick Crawford, who had previously only been known for a lot of kind of tough guy roles, he kind of plays a humble and kind of honest guy that, gets involved into politics. And we see throughout the film how politics and power can corrupt someone. This film was very good. I'm going to give this one 4 stars. That finishes up the 1940s. Stay tuned for my next video on the 1950 Best Picture Oscar winners. Drop a comment below with some of your favorites from this decade. I'm probably not going to get through all the decades before this Sunday's Oscars, but I'm currently hoping to drop about 1 video a day. Do all the engagement stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye, Physical Media.